Okay, here we go. Act 4, Scene 2. So Juliet's going to go home. She's going to talk to her parents. So in this scene, we have Lord Capulet, Lady Capulet, the nurse, and then Juliet. So you can add those names to your scene guide. All right, so here we go. Capulet, Lady Capulet, the nurse, and some servants. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to prep for the wedding because Capulet is assuming that Juliet's just going to go along with it so she won't be kicked out. So here we go. Capulet says, so many guests invite as here are writ. You shall have none ill, sir. Go, sirrah, and hire me 20 cunning cooks. So go get some people that are going to cook the wedding feast. Well, you shall have none ill, sir, for I'll try if they can lick their fingers. Well, how canst thou try them so? Well, marry, sir, 'tis an ill cook that cannot lick his own fingers. Therefore, he that cannot lick his fingers does not go with me. Pretty much think of it this way. If you are unwilling to sample your own cooking, chances are you're not a very good cook. So the servant says, if they're not willing to sample their own cooking, I won't hire them. Don't worry, you're going to get the best. And Capulet says, go, be gone. We shall be much unfurnished for this time. And the servant leaves. Capulet turns to the nurse and says, what, is my daughter gone to Friar Lawrence? And the nurse says, yes, I, forsooth. And Capulet says, well, he may chance do some good on her. A peevish, self-willed harlotry it is. So calling her stubborn and a brat, Juliet comes in. And the nurse says, see where she comes from shrift with merry look. Look, doesn't she look happy? Because remember, Juliet's got a plan now that the nurse does not know about. The nurse is not going to be in on this one. So Capulet says, how now, my headstrong? Where have you been gadding? Oh, where I have learned me to repent the sin of disobedient opposition to you and your behests, and I am enjoined by holy Lawrence to fall prostrate here to beg your pardon. She falls to her knees to say, I'm so sorry. She says, pardon, I beseech you. Henceforward, I am ever ruled by you. AKA, I'll do whatever you want. Capulet's overjoyed. He says, send for the county. Go tell him of this. I'll have this knot knit up tomorrow morning. All right. You're going to want to write that down in your scene guide because the wedding is supposed to be on Thursday. Right now it's Tuesday. And Lord Capulet is so happy that Juliet has changed her mind that he says, I'll marry you tomorrow. Tomorrow's only Wednesday. And as you can imagine, that's really going to mess things up for Romeo and Juliet. So go tell Friar Lawrence I want him to marry Paris and Juliet tomorrow. And Juliet says, well, I met the youthful lord at Lawrence's cell and gave him what becomed love I might, not stepping over the bounds of modesty. Yeah, I already saw Paris and I told him, see you soon. Capulet says, why, I am glad on it. This is well. Come on, stand up. Juliet stands up. This is as it should be. Let me see the county. Aye, marry, go, I say, and fetch him hither. Now, before God, this reverend holy friar, our whole city is much bound to him. Oh, nurse, will you go with me into my closet to help me sort such needful ornaments as you think fit to furnish me tomorrow? Well, no, not till Thursday. There is time enough. And so Lady Capulet's like, wait, we're still doing this on Thursday, right? And Capulet says, go, nurse, go with her. We'll to church tomorrow. So, no, wife, we're marrying them tomorrow. Juliet and the nurse leave, and Lady Capulet says, we shall be short in our provision. 'Tis now near night. So Lady Capulet says, maybe we should just wait because we don't have time to prep a whole wedding. And Capulet says, tush, I will stir about, and all things shall be well, I warrant thee, wife. Go thou to Juliet, help to deck up her. I'll not be to bed tonight, let me alone, I'll play the housewife for once. So Capulet says, don't worry, I'll figure it all out. Lady Capulet leaves, and Lord Capulet says to no one in particular, what ho, they are all forth? Well, I will walk myself to County Paris to prepare him up against tomorrow. My heart is wondrous light since this same wayward girl is so reclaimed. So now, oh, I'm so happy Juliet has seen the error of her ways. And when you go over to the scene guide for scene 2, your characters, like we said, Juliet, Lord Capulet, Lady Capulet, and the nurse. The main action, like we already said, Lord Capulet has moved the wedding from Thursday to Wednesday. In terms of problem or solution, big problem. And why? Well, you tell me. Why is moving the wedding such a big problem? All right, next video is going to be Act 4, Scene 3. So go ahead to the next video.